Hello, and welcome back to more Call of Cthulhu. Last time, we escaped the asylum and have arrived back at the Hawkins mansion. It's looking quite nice, actually, in this place in the daytime. I don't know, but it's kind of odd that it even is daytime, because I don't remember it being... Like, when I arrived at this place, I thought it was daytime already, and it was just dark and sad. It's quite nice here.
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Like shit.
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce.
Sorry, I just woke up. My throat's a
You
little
look like you saw a
yucky.
ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Alright.
Tell us. What happened?
Well...
I have flashbacks. They haunt me.
What did
yeah.
they do to you?
There was that Dr. Fuller and a nurse.
Yeah.
Blood everywhere. My legs, the pain, I couldn't bear it. I was screaming. They injected me with something. I woke up at the institute. Bradley was there.
And how you scared us. You seemed... demented.
You likely woke up during the anesthesia. No wonder those memories haunt you. What in God's name were they doing to you?
What happened afterwards?
When I woke up the second time, I was in a padded cell. That's where you found me, Doctor. After you released me, I got a good look at what's in store for the patients of the Riverside Institute. Hallucinogenic gas pumped into the cells. An infernal machine. Horrific medical experiments.
Infernal
Impossible.
machine.
Dr. Fuller would never do such a thing.
You should believe it, Ethan. What Mr. Pierce saw is precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything else?
Why are you sign language? Why are you trying to look at me like you're
I saw
sign
people in
language?
hoods. They had stolen Mrs. Hawkins' paintings.
Well, watch your hands.
Who are you talking about?
Look.
Why would they do such a thing?
I don't know, but they were a threat. They've taken over the caves under the mansion. They were performing some kind of ritual. One of the entryways was under Charles Hawkins' office.
We
Yeah.
suspect Mr. Hawkins of being involved.
My patients believe the old islanders used to worship primitive sea gods. Could they be the focus of the cult?
Am I hearing this right?
So you think me gullible?
Ugh.
No, not at all.
What else did you uncover, Mr. Pierce?
Bradley, you're very close, by the way.
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course,
There you go.
he's a patient. Or
Thank you for
was.
backing away.
I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
And it was
Sanders
not
said
kind to
it
him.
was Sarah Hawkins' visitation. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say?
Could do that.
That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
You're right. Without a plausible explanation for what I saw, let's not jump to conclusions.
That seems wise indeed.
Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
That scares me.
Don't
That's
end
the
up
first
in
time
the
I've seen that.
hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Let us go now and learn the truth about what...
The other night's events are still confused
Okay.
in my head.
Can I touch the piano? Oh, sad piano. Okay. Assuming I just... Yeah. Alright, leave. Still in chapter 6, though. What creepy art? Ooh. It's like a lion, but it has something on top.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband.
Your head is shaped like a
Ties to Sarah
circle.
Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
I know.
That is precisely...
Hi, cat.
Well, well, look who's here.
Stop looking at me with your wide-ass eyes.
You know each other.
We met briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker.
Hmm.
This way, Mr. Pierce. And do
Cat
make
Baker.
yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
Why is there a picture of you on the wall?
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings.
I don't think he was an admirer, though.
Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a
Sad.
perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
Hmm.
He started raving, screaming that a dimensional shambler had found him.
Mercy, that story again. Why have him interned?
Because he
That was when he began to convulse and twist with pain. Or terror, it's hard to tell.
I beg your pardon?
I'm not really sure.
You're not
what
making
I
much
saw,
eye contact.
Or what I didn't see. But it's best that you weren't there.
I should have been there. What you're telling me is outrageous. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
Mrs. Sanders, I understand your grief, and I extend my deepest condolences to you.
There's kind of nothing
But I
I
had
could
nothing to do
do.
with the death of your husband. I've just arrived on Darkwater. I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
The death of the Hawkins family? You mean it was not an accident? This accursed island knows only tragedy after tragedy. You too would be
Well, what
advised to
about
flee like
the
the
great,
plague.
the great
I'm
catch?
tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
I deduce that your husband already mentioned this dimensional shambler.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors?
Yeah.
Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing
I'm gonna look
to
around
lose.
your
Then
house
you
a
have
bit,
paid
steal your
no
stuff, you
heed.
know.
For my
Just take
part,
all
I
your crap.
refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it, I would urge you to make the most of your visit. Because I count on ridding myself of that thing as soon as I can.
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Should probably burn it if it was painted by Sarah Hawkins.
Did she really care for him after all?
Well, she's asking to return the body.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
Ew. Well, no, I don't want to reconstruct this yet. Hang on, I'm exploring. Let me explore. Ooh, secret maybe? Secret piano puzzle? I'll reconstruct, damn you.
A house of artists. Frances Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
Yeah. Oh, he looks so much nicer.
Sanders' accession poster. He wrote beside the Shambler, "Finally." What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
It's a monster.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? She didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated. Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins?
Oh my god. Ugh.
The Shambler. I need to see it.
No, you don't. You really don't. Oh, nice. Dang.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes.
Oh.
Is this dagger part of Sanders' collection, or was he seeking to acquire it?
Okay. Wibbly wavy dagger.
Paintings that accursed Sarah.
Okay. See a skull in that one.
A strange Amerindian pendant.
Nice.
I could use one of those.
No, you don't need them.
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
Yeah. see anything. What? Oh. Nice.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Why is it here, though? Ooh. Okay. What my occultism doing? Dang, dude. My occultism's up to professional now? Ah, crap. Actually, that is kind of perfectly timed, honestly. Because that is actually perfectly where I want to read it. Although, really quick, I want to see. Let's see. Damn. Oh. Damn. Okay. Okay. So it looks like the only option we have is the this door right here into the gallery. But I will be doing that next time. As I'm scared. Oh, we do gotta talk to her, but we'll come back to that. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like, maybe subscribing. It really helps me out in the long run. I'm not gonna beg you, but hey, it's up to you, and it helps me out. So, but either way, if you enjoyed the video, come back for more. I upload these as often as I can. Have a good one.